Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to the program, everybody. Hey, it's cold outside, but we are going to head on over to the Blank Park Zoo and head a place inside where you could check out some of the animals. Amara Austin is joining us right now with a very special guest, a dignitary, so to speak. Hi, Amara. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Great. Tell everybody who you are with.
I'm with Mayor Barnaby right now.
Barnaby the tortoise is at the Blank Park Zoo. Give everybody a little bit of history about the mayor of the Blank Park Zoo.
So Barnaby has actually been here since the very first day that Blank Park Zoo opened. We aren't 100% sure how old he is, but our best guess is that he's in his 80s, and he is about 500 pounds.
500. Now, back in the day, they don't do this anymore, but back in the day, if you saw some old photos of the Blank Park Zoo, you saw small children would ride Barnaby and things like that. That doesn't happen anymore, thank goodness. But it is so neat to have an animal that has been around as long as Barnaby has at the zoo, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and tell everybody where exactly you are, because we mentioned that you are inside, and people have a chance to come inside and see Barnaby, right?
Correct, yes. I'm in their indoor holding right now. It's kind of down near the seal and sea lion pool, but you can kind of see the windows behind me. That is an inside viewing area for the people to get out of the cold too, so you can kind of sit here and watch them for a while.
Yeah, you see Barnaby has a real nice enclosure there, obviously climate controlled. You see a little bit of moisture in the background, but he's also surrounded by some other tortoises. What type of tortoise is Barnaby, by the way?
He's an Aldabra tortoise, which is the second largest species of tortoise in the world.
Aldabra. And who is around him? Or what type of tortoises are around him?
They're all Aldabra.
Oh, they
just
are?
at different ages. Yep.
Okay. And do they all have names like Barnaby?
Yes. So the one right in front of me, this is Q. And behind Barnaby, over there is Kiani. And then right behind me, you can't really see him, is Quinn. And then all the way in the back is Flapjack.
Flapjack. That is really cool.
Got kind of a flat shell, so that's where that name comes from.
That's where he goes. But it looks like Barnaby is really going to town on your treat. And tell everybody what's so special about that treat that he enjoys so much.
So this is grass that we actually grew at the zoo ourselves. We use hydroponics, so that means we don't use any soil. So the bottom of it is just all roots, and they can eat the whole thing, so we're not wasting anything. And
they all enjoy that, and that's part of his diet, obviously. And they must be doing something right if Barnaby has been around, since the 60s and is still around today. Look at that, he just rips off the chunks there. Do you think that's probably one of his favorite foods?
Probably. It's enrichment in the winter, so he doesn't get it every day, but it's a special treat, and they all come running for it when I bring it in. So I think they all like it pretty well.
Yeah, and you mentioned there's a little bit of moisture in the background, but there really isn't a pool or anything like that to swim around in because these are tortoises. And why don't you explain the difference between a tortoise and a turtle?
Sure. So turtles would be an aquatic species, whereas tortoises prefer to live on land. Turtles also have kind of flippers so that they can swim through the water, and a flatter shell, so they're more aerodynamic. Whereas you can see kind of Barnaby and Q have bigger domed shells, which is better for, they would dig out in the wild, and they like to destroy the habitats that they live in.
Well, you can see Barnaby really, enjoying the grass. Now, what type of grass is that? What type of seed do you use for that?
I just use barley seed.
Oh, it is barley. Okay. So So Barnaby and barley are friends, right?
Correct.
What a shocker. That is absolutely awesome. So people want to come out to the zoo. The zoo is open year-round. Want to remind people of that. And there are more than just the indoor areas where you can look at the tortoises like this at the zoo too, aren't there?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's big cats, rhino, penguin is right next door. Seals and sea lions have a little underground area. And then, of course, our free flight aviary. It's nice and about 75 degrees in there. Yeah, right over by the Discovery Center when you first walk in. Now, if people want to find out about all the different programs that are going on year-round at the Blank Park Zoo, what's the best place they can go? blankparkzoo.com.
I don't think it gets much easier than that. Amara, well, thank you very much. We appreciate your time, and pat Barnaby on the head for us, and we'll see him real soon.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate your time with us today. Here's the things we can celebrate today on the 23rd of February. Olympics wrapped up this past weekend. You saw a lot of curling going on. Curling is cool day, so think about that today. Just don't do it in the parking lot if you're trying to walk. Diesel Engine Day is today. National Tile Day. International Dog Biscuit Appreciation Day is today. Dog biscuits were not called milk bones until 1915, by the way. And it's National Banana Bread Day as well.